somebody that's addicted to drugs or some shit like that or alcohol, you can be cut free from that addiction. But then, for a lot of people, it's like you're not really totally free from it because you still battling with it. No matter what's going on in your life, you might have to go to meetings. You might have to go do different things just to keep you from going back into that. You know what I'm saying? Like personal debt.
Hello, class of cannabis. It's been a glorious year. I want someone in here to stand to their feet and tell me their best way to smoke. Who will it be? You right here. What's your name, girl?
Not him. It don't really matter when we all agree. What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough.
I don't know. Hey. What's up with y'all out there? This is the Best Way to Smoke podcast, and you smoking with Big J
and Serpo Jr. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and tell a friend.
Free. All right, look, we're gonna talk about freedom, man. Like, are we really free? Like in this world, living every single day, different aspects of what freedom really is. Like, I found two definitions of free. So the first definition is not under control or in the power of another, able to act or be done as one wishes. So that means basically like doing whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? But if you really look at that shit though, ain't nobody really free because it's always somebody. I don't give a fuck if you rich as a motherfucker. You still got to answer to somebody, whether it's you paying your taxes, whether it's different little things that you got to do or take care of, or you know what I'm saying, or make happen or whatever. So it's like a motherfucker is never really free. It's like you buy a car, you still got to pay taxes on the car when you buy the car, or even if you leasing a car, you paying for the car, you wreck the car. You still responsible for that motherfucker. So it's not like really yours and you're not free to do what you want with it. Like you lease a car, you can only drive that motherfucker a certain amount of miles and shit though per month. You know what I'm saying? So you go over the miles, you got to pay a fine for going over the miles. So it's like, it's a lot of different dynamics in life where it's like America, the land of the free. But we really not free. You buy a home, right? Say you purchase a home, pay the home off or some shit. You still got to pay taxes on the home. You hold on, my headphones malfunctioning though. But look, you miss a couple payments. Your home goes into what? Bankruptcy, foreclosure, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then now your shit go up for bid. You could lose your home. So it's like, and you can't even do certain shit. You got to get fucking permission to make alterations to your home, to do different things and all kind of shit though. So it's like we not really free in this world. It's a fun word to say. You know, you might be free to get up and go take a piss or go take a shit, but you're not free to go walk down the street naked. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker go outside and walk down the street naked, you're gonna be locked the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's different things that you're free to do, like forgiving something from the past. That's something that you're free to do. You know, you can forgive somebody. You can be free from addiction. Just say like somebody that's addicted to drugs or some shit like that, or alcohol. You can be cut free from that addiction. But then, for a lot of people, it's like you're not really totally free from it because you still battling with it. No matter what's going on in your life, you might have to go to meetings. You might have to go do different things just to keep you from going back into that. You know what I'm saying? Like personal debt. It's like, you get credit cards. You young nigga. 18-year-old, you start 19 years old, you start getting them credit card little things in the mail and shit like that. Oh, you were approved for $1,000. You were approved for $500. Then you start spending. And then if you ain't got the money to pay the shit back, now you trapped. You never really free. The interest rate, like shit go up. A lot of different things happen. So you're never fucking really free. And like I said, it's certain things that you can be free from, like negative energy. You can be free from keeping negative energy from around you, but in actuality, you can't really, you can, in certain settings, you can't stop negative energy from coming around you. Like, just say if you had a job and you got to deal with a certain motherfucker, or you got to deal with certain people that might be negative, you just got to find a way to deal with the shit though, because you're not really free from it. I just heard different examples of like that, like, negative kind of people and stuff. You can get away from them in certain situations. You can, to free yourself from that negative shit. It's just like coming up in the hood or something like that, where for a lot of people it's hard to pull away from it and free themselves from the street shit. You know what I mean? It's like it's like a fucking trap. Like, once you get in, it's hard to get out. It's hard to fucking free yourself for some people if you don't have the will to slide off. And that's just a couple of examples that I have about, where, they say we free, but we not really free from certain situations and shit like that though. What you think about that, Serpo?
Me, I kind of like that you came up with this one today, because it's like me on a, like, my personal own journey. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm at a you can say a mental crossroads with this word, like freedom, and the weight it carries. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? With people of color, primarily Black people. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, coming up, you know what I'm saying, like, freedom is like almost go hand in hand with slavery. You know what I'm saying? So whenever we think about freedom, inside of our minds, slavery and things pop up, meaning like we're doing things, you know what I'm saying, against our will. So if we're doing things against our will, as soon as we get, like, you know what I'm saying, I guess in the real world, or the free world, as you may say, you know what I'm saying, I want to do this, and you go against that, oh, I'm not free. You know what I'm saying? You trying to enslave me, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to see me advance. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it's like me being a Black man in my 30s, you know what I'm saying, my mid 30s, the just that word freedom, you know what I'm saying, it can sometimes hold a person back. You know what I'm saying? Because you can look at, like, all types of things, and you can use that as somewhat of an excuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying, if it's like you free to do what you want. You know what I'm saying? But the consequences behind some of the things that you want is really what we, you know what I'm saying, have the problems with. You know what I'm saying? As you stated, you know what I'm saying? If I want to walk up the street, you know what I'm saying, bucket naked, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I'm free to do that, you know what I'm saying? But according to whoever's guidelines, you know what I'm saying, I'm breaking a law.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's almost like, yeah, you free, but at a cost. You know what I'm saying? And then when you put in, like, bills, high ass gas prices, you know what I'm saying? Car registrations. We in California. We gotta do this shit yearly. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? We gotta do to ride on, as you say, you know what I'm saying, free roads, you know what I'm saying, the free country, home of the free. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't pay this shit, your shit is getting snatched up. You
Snatched
buy your
up.
home or whatever it may be, you don't pay them taxes, you getting your stuff snatched up. You know what I'm saying? So you will say that, like, oh man, my freedom is being taken. But in reality, you know what I'm saying, you slacking on your responsibility.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You take care of your responsibility. Those type instances, you know what I'm saying, wouldn't play a part up inside of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that freedom word, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's very subjective. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what I mean by me being in that crossroads, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, it's like, I don't want that word for me to be related to, you know what I'm saying, like, my history within slavery. You know what I'm saying? Because slavery does not, that's not the pivotal point, you know what I'm saying, of Black history. That's just one part of history that, like, people want to shed the light on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's somewhat degrading to Black folks. Black folks is great before, during, and even after. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with me, it's just like I'm just trying to like mentally, you know what I'm saying, separate it. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Because it's like if you get it twisted, you know what I'm saying, you'll find yourself getting through or going through certain situations and you'll use this freedom as a somewhat excuse.
Yep. It's like, yeah, and then too, and another aspect of like when you young and shit, right? Before the nigga turn 18, motherfucker be like, man, I can't wait till I turn 18 so I can get up out of here and be free. And
I
you
was one of them.
me too. Nigga, shit, I got kicked out when I was 17 and I was free. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I went back home, but nigga got kicked out though. But in the aspect of being young and you be like, man, I can't wait till I'm tired of this shit. And woo woo woo, I want to be free and shit like that, not even knowing what that freedom entails, all the fucking responsibility and different things that you got to deal with wanting to be free. And like we talking about, in actuality, you're really not free, because it's like shit, we all got to pay something, we all got to do something. Like really living in the free world, if you really want to break down the definition of free, it's really being free to do what the fuck you want, to live how the fuck you want, and to make shit happen. Like if you think about like on them on them reserves and shit, them Indian reserves and shit though, they probably live in a more free environment to do a lot of the shit that you would really call free. You know what I mean? But in our society, I don't really believe that we're free like that. Yeah, we got freedom of choice, but like you said, your choices come with a consequence. You know what I mean? So you always, you might think you free, but you always got to think about them consequences and them choices that you making, that you gonna have to deal with thinking that you fucking free. You know what I mean? And for Black people, freedom is like it's a whole different aspect from everybody else. You know what I mean? Because with the shit, the way we came up with, oppression, police brutality, like just different things, like even just, nigga might not even, a little youngster might not even be involved in no gang shit though. You know what I'm saying? And might just be walking home from school. But because you might, the style is, little motherfuckers be sagging their pants. So motherfucker might have his pants sagging or something, walking home, just a little neutral nigga, and get booked up by the police. Oh, you done did this, you done did that, or we think you did this, or now they booking you and fucking with you. So in actuality, freedom for us is being free for us is totally different, because in a lot of different settings, we really are not free. We get looked at different, and the same kind of, a lot of the opportunities that's provided to other people, we got to jump through obstacles to get them opportunities, and some of them free opportunities, you know what I'm saying, that can help and benefit and push a motherfucker along. So that's why, for me, in my perspective, I don't believe that nobody is really free. But when you deal with certain race demographics like Black people and other minorities, we definitely push behind the line of really being free. Because the same mistake somebody else of another race might make, we make that mistake, our freedom will be gone for a lot longer than that other person. You know what I mean? And it's sad that we have to fucking point fingers like that and say shit like that, but it's just the reality of what it is. Like it's just like breaking it down into the aspect of like getting incarcerated and shit. You know what I mean? And so now you incarcerated, your freedom is gone, for whatever the case may be, whatever the fuck you did, your freedom is gone. So now you gotta deal with them consequences. Like you said earlier, your freedom could come with a consequence. So now you got to deal with them consequences of being incarcerated. Bam. Okay, now you do your time, you serve your time, you paid your dues to society and all that good shit. Now you get released from jail. Now you on fucking probation or parole. So now you got to deal with You know, you go put in job applications to do different things, or even applying for fucking loans and different things. You got to put, oh, I've been convicted as a felon. I'm on parole or probation. So now that's going to frown on top of whatever color you might be now. That's going to frown upon you getting into whatever position you're trying to get into, or, you know, getting whatever loan you're trying to get into, just because you've been incarcerated. Now, just moving fast forward, when you get off of the paperwork, you still dealing with the same aspect of, I've been convicted of a felon. So now you still living with that. So you're not really free from that unless you take them drastic steps to get your record expunged and, you know, and do shit like that. So and it's a cold situation, and it's a trap. It's like a trap for us, for black people, and the aspect of freedom. That's why you can never really feel free. You know what I mean? You can never really feel free, you know, unless you just get on another level where you take it to a mental aspect. Like, okay, you could take my body and wooty wop wop wop, but the way my thinking is, I'm always gonna be free. You know, and being free could be understanding who, you know, can be understanding who you are, like we talked about before, with the being unapologetically black. You know what I'm saying? And just being free and being a free thinker and just understanding who the fuck you is. You know what I mean? But fight the power. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep though.
Yeah.
Because it's like freedom. That shit, it's like, man, you can talk about this shit all day. Because just as you said, it's like us being black, it's like we go through like freedom is something, it means something different to us. You know what I'm saying? And that's speaking to as a whole. But then you can go inside of that whole, you know what I'm saying? And you can split that shit up, you know what I'm saying? It's still a whole lot of differences of what freedom may be. You still have the black man, you know what I'm saying, that goes through certain shit that the black woman don't go through.
Yep.
And there's certain shit that she goes through that we don't. You
Good
know what I'm saying?
point.
And
Good
then you got
point.
our children, and just as you stated, you know what I'm saying? Even with the children, you got the young fella, you know what I'm saying, like on the basketball squad, but he just, you know what I'm saying, hip to today's, you know what I'm saying, fashion. You got the young sister, you know what I'm saying, that's probably on the drill team squad, you know what I'm saying? It's like they fashion fits, you know what I'm saying, maybe a certain like viewpoint of certain people. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Now you view on one of them as like, you know what I'm saying, the hood girl, you know what I'm saying, doing who knows what. Now you finna like stereotype her and see what the like, you know what I'm saying, book her up for whatever the fuck. That's a cheerleader on a drill team. You got this young
Yep.
fella, he's a football player, basketball player, you know what I'm saying? You mess him up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like even we go through the same struggles as a whole, but within that whole, that shit is different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like freedom, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you're going by the definition of it, like shit, we still like held captive, you can say. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, I can't be a basketball player and walk up the street, you know what I'm saying, the latest fashion because you're going to relate me to some type of gang attire just because of the color and the way my stuff is put together.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Because of
I'm
my
finna walk
style.
inside of, you know what I mean? I'm finna walk inside of a building or a bank or whatever to get a loan. You know what I'm saying? You already passing judgment on me and you don't even know my background.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like we face like like different obstacles daily.
Extra shit.
You know what I'm saying? You
Extra
know,
shit.
like man, extra, and it's like we still push and we still push forward. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying? That's why, like,
hold on, hold on. I'm gonna pause. Hold, bam.
yeah. So it's like it's like our obstacles. It's like difference within. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once we like I believe that's why I say me, you know what I'm saying, I'm at that crossroad mentally because if I get to it and it's like I realize, you know what I'm saying, how great, you know what I'm saying, we as a people are, you know what I'm saying, with all the obstacles, you know what I'm saying, all the extras that we have to go through on a daily, monthly,
Mhm.
weekly, yearly, whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying, to reach our goal. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that actually reach that goal, it's like I like to pay attention to that, you know what I'm saying? Because they have a different mental. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And it's like if it's like it's good for me to know, like, yeah, what we've been through with the slavery, this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying? Freedom riders, you know what I'm saying?
Black Panthers, all kind
You
of
know what I'm
shit.
saying, the
Yep.
black liberation armies and all.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they fought, you know what I'm saying, for a certain type of freedom. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I respect it in all. You know what I'm saying? That shit is all the way uplifting. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't want that word, you know what I'm saying, to be heavy on a person's shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Know what the word is, you know what I'm saying? Know
Yeah.
what it carries, know the things that you go through. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? But don't let it like slow you down. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it become, you know what I'm saying, a daily or weekly or yearly excuse.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because like walls and barriers is being broken here daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of cool that you brought this, you know what I'm saying, to surface. You know what I'm saying? Because even though it's a simple word, you know what I'm saying, most people really only like pay attention to it pretty much throughout Black History Month. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Once you go up outside of Black History Month, yeah, you may go through your own personal things to where it's like freedom may come up as a topic, you know what I'm saying, because you may have did something and you may feel wrongly, you know what I'm saying, accused or whatever the heck. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But it's like it's cool that you're talking about it to make people aware. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Because it's like freedom is different to a lot of different people.
That's a
You know what
fact.
I'm saying? And what it means to you, you know what I'm saying? It's like know what your freedoms are. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? If your freedoms, you know what I'm saying, if you can overcome, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that's trying to hold you back, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you broke through. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? You're that freedom fighter, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
For that instance right there. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? But as we was talking earlier, not to be long winded, but like black people as a whole, you know what I'm saying, that word means something different, you know
Yep.
what I'm saying, to us.
Definitely something different. Do you think being financially secure means you free?
No. I just believe, you know what I'm saying, if you actually fortunate enough to be like financially secure, you know what I'm saying, like pretty much you did something, so you should be responsible. You know what I'm saying? It should make
Right.
you more, you know what I'm saying, responsible to take care of those things that need to be taken care of that people actually use, you know what I'm saying, to be like, man, shit, this ain't fucking free. You know what I mean? But if you actually financially stable, you know what I'm saying, mortgages paid, car notes paid, bills paid, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, that part of the freedom struggle, you know what I'm saying, it's out your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you know what I'm saying, financially stable, you know what I'm saying, I believe it's just like you carrying on a little bit more responsible than others, and you
Mm-hmm.
just may have had like, you know what I'm saying, opportunities that you took.
Yep. And then like off that, it's like you think about okay, coming up in the hood, like the single parent mother or something like that, right? That doesn't really have the freedom to maybe do things she wants. She might have had a goal or something that she want to accomplish, but okay, she got with these niggas and she ended up with a couple kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So now, and the dudes ain't shit. So now she is responsible for her children. So now
Mm.
she don't have the freedom to do what she want or to do the things that she want to do. She has to maybe work two jobs. So now she don't have the freedom to spend time with her kids. You know, she don't have the freedom to be there. And if you think about that, like just in the inner city, that's how a lot of dudes end up in the streets and shit though, coming from them single parent homes, and then the mom is at work all the time. So now you actually got freedom. You know what I'm saying? The kid actually got freedom, but like we said earlier, that freedom come, it's a choice. You know what I'm saying? It's a choice that you make, and it's a consequence that come whatever kind of freedom that you're trying to get though. But it's just fucked up. Like you said, freedom is different for us because if you really break it down, there's so many people statistically that's in that situation from back in the days and still now that's barely surviving and don't have the freedom to do other things, don't have the freedom to support their kids in sports or support their kids music, playing piano or whatever the fuck they doing and shit like that though, because the way society is and with it being less opportunities and less avenues for a motherfucker to go down, it blocks up your freedom. You know, the little freedom that you can get. in this world, you know. So look, we talking about freedom. Before we move on, I want to say shout out to Kush Stock. They got something cracking on April 9th in Atalanta. You know, we might be out there, we might not, but we're gonna start shouting out, you know, all the festivals and events that's coming up. You know, shout out to Kush Stock, man. Go check them out. It's a dope ass experience. But just in the realm of freedom, what we talking about, we want to talk about Assata Shakur. For those of y'all that don't know about Assata Shakur, she been through a lot. And she was a rider though. She a rider though, like a motherfucker though. When you talk about a rider, she with the business though. So look, check out this this audio of her talking about her experiences being incarcerated.
My name is Assata Shakur, and I was born and raised in the United States. I am a descendant of Africans who were kidnapped and brought to the Americas as slaves. I spent my early childhood in the racist segregated South. I later moved to the northern part of the country where I realized that Black people were equally victimized by racism and oppression. I grew up and became a political activist, participating in student struggles, the anti-war movement, and most of all, in the movement for the liberation of African Americans in the United States. I later joined the Black Panther Party, an organization that was targeted by the COINTELPRO program, a program that was set up by the Federal Bureau of Investigation to eliminate all political opposition to the U.S. government's policies, to destroy the Black liberation movement in the United States, to discredit activists, and to eliminate potential leaders. Under the COINTELPRO program, many political activists were harassed, imprisoned, murdered, or otherwise neutralized. As a result of being targeted by COINTELPRO, I, like many other young people, was faced with the threat of prison, underground, exile, or death. The FBI, with the help of local police agencies, systematically fed false accusations and fake news articles to the press, accusing me and other activists of crimes we did not commit. Although in my case, the charges were eventually dropped or I was eventually acquitted, the national and local police agencies created a situation where, based on their false accusations against me, any police officer could shoot me on sight. It was
That's
not
crazy.
until the Freedom of Information Act was passed in the mid-'70s that we began to see the scope of the United States government's persecution of political activists. At this point, I think that it is important to make one thing very clear. I have advocated, and I still advocate, revolutionary changes in the structure and in the principles that govern the United States. I advocate self-determination for my people and for all oppressed people inside the United States. I advocate an end to capitalist exploitation, the abolition of racist policies, the eradication of sexism, and the elimination of political repression. If that is a crime, then I am totally guilty. To make a long story short, I was captured in New Jersey in 1973 after being shot with both arms held in the air and then shot again from the back. I was left on the ground to die, and when I did not, I was taken to a local hospital where I was threatened, beaten, and tortured. In 1977, I was convicted in a trial that can only be described as a legal lynching. In 1979, I was able to escape with the aid of some of my fellow comrades.
That's right.
I saw this as a necessary step not only because I was innocent of the charges against me, but because I knew that the racist legal system in the United States, I would receive no justice. I was also afraid that I would be murdered in prison. I later arrived in Cuba, where I am currently living in exile as a political refugee. The New Jersey State Police and other law enforcement officials say they want to see me brought to justice. But I would like to know what they mean by justice. Is torture justice? I was kept in solitary confinement for more than 2 years, mostly in men's prisons. Is that justice? My lawyers were threatened with imprisonment and imprisoned. Is that justice? I was tried by an all-white jury without even the pretext of impartiality and then sentenced to life in prison plus 33 years. Is that justice? Let me emphasize that justice for me is not the issue I am addressing here. It is justice for my people that is at stake. When my people receive justice, I am sure that I will receive it too.
That's dope. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of my favorite. I'm gonna go ghetto. That's one of my favorite it is. Black women, you know what I'm saying, in the world outside of my mother. You know what I'm saying, my wife and things such. But as far as like this liberation type stuff go, you know what I'm saying, that's like she's one of my favorite. I first came, you know what I'm saying, in knowing about Assata, it was probably about like 2000, I want to say two maybe, 2002 or three. She came through. I want to say I want to say like a Vibe magazine. You know what I'm saying? They had a story about her in the Vibe magazine. First time I ever came across her. The story up inside the Vibe magazine, it was interesting. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I ever had about her. You know what I'm saying? Inside of YA, I had this partner. We called him Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Chuck was about of Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? Out of everybody, I can say Chuck like put me on to the urban books, you know what I'm saying, the readings and the stuff like that, because he was getting them in. And he wouldn't share his books with too many people, but you know what I'm saying, I was one of them. I was fortunate to get some of that love he had. But it's like he had that book, the autobiography of Asada. Read that book. I never forget. I read that book in like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? She was that interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the way that the book is put is not boring. You know what I'm saying? It goes into time. She grows up with you. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, she's telling you about her case. You know what I'm saying? On the New Jersey Turnpike, about what she's speaking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even though, like, when she come up as a child, you know what I'm saying? She talking about childhood experiences, mid childhood experiences, teenage experiences, adult experiences, all the way into the Black Liberation Army experiences. It's not boring. You know what I'm saying? It's like the physical book I've read twice, like straight through. But
Right.
I have it audible. I listen to that like a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I have recordings of her. It's like you listen to her talk, she's almost like hypnotizing. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And it's like you getting the knowledge at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I'm just fascinated. You know what I'm saying? And it's like what you read about her, it's like she's little. You know what I'm saying? To us, you know what I'm saying? It's like our auntie Rose. Little bitty old little thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like in her movement, it's like they looked at her as if she was like this big fish. You know what I'm saying? They
She was.
handled her
She was
like
a
that.
she was a rider though. Like
Yeah, she was, but for all the right
right
reasons. You know what
reasons.
I'm saying? It ain't like she's one of these ones that's going in, you know what I'm saying, blowing up buildings, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Asada, she's
Mm-hmm.
killing you with common knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't like no Harvard or Yale or Ivy League, however they want to put it. You know what I'm saying? And she's hitting you with common knowledge, you know what I'm saying, with the liberation of her own people. You know what I'm saying? And she was willing to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, her for the betterment of those that's coming behind her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that right there. That's like, man, if you can't get fast, if you're not fascinated by something like that, man, I don't know. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And it's like we share the same birthday. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? July 16th, we both cancers. You know what I'm saying? And it's like reading her book, reading that autobiography, looking at certain videos and listening to certain audios of her. It's like if you go off the little signs, you know what I'm saying? I know exactly how this lady is. You know what I'm saying? How this sister is. You know what I'm saying? She's loving, she's caring. You know what I'm saying? She's with you, she's with you. You know what I'm saying? But if you go against me or anything that I'm associated with, oh, I'm going hard in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm like real happy that the brothers of that movement, you know what I'm saying, knew and understood that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like for you to, you know what I'm saying, infiltrate and break up inside of an FBI for a federal facility to break this sister out and get her somewhere safe.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, man, it's like that right there. That's like,
Man,
man,
that's
that's like, that's bomb. That's bomb,
yeah.
bomb.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It's like, even though it's like the freedom of her being, you know what I'm saying, in the loving arms of her people, you know what I'm saying, here in the United States, you know what I'm saying, that's taken away. That freedom right there, you know what I'm saying, just to be around your loved ones is taken from the sister. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? But she's walking around, you know what I'm saying, she's able to just like talk and give a certain type of interview. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And it's
Mm-hmm.
like even like all of this happened like back when I think like 60s, 70s, maybe I don't know,
Yeah.
around there sometime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And our previous president, you know what I'm saying, got up and called her name out publicly, you know what I'm saying, talking about our political prisoners. You know what I'm saying? Bring her back. You know what I'm saying? Why do you
Yep.
want to bring her back for? You know what I'm saying? She ain't caused like really no harm. You know what I'm saying? And even this stuff on the New Jersey Turnpike, she was acquitted of all charges.
And then the shit kind of fuzzy because it's like they say she was the one allegedly that shot the trooper, but then she was handcuffed and shot 2 times, but she survived and she went to the hospital and was handcuffed. And they whooped her ass and shit too. And it's a trip like listening to that because even all the shit that she went through, you hear what she said though? She was like, she's not just worried about her freedom. She's not worried about her freedom. She's worried about the freedom of her people. You know what I mean? Because that's a bigger thing because she's looking at I'm like looking at herself like I'm gonna be a light, a beacon of something that y'all can see of how they try to fuck us over and how we, you know what I mean, get up out of it or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that I think you the one. I knew about her. I heard the name before. You know what I mean? I heard the name, but I didn't really know about it. I'm glad you came with this as a topic, for us to talk about
Yeah, that's
because
that's my girl right there.
yeah, because it was dope getting the information and and just finding out about her, and then her ties to Pac step pops, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
being his sister. You know what I mean? That's
yeah,
yeah, that's and it makes you think about Pac, like, the kind of shit he was on with a lot of them political songs and some of the shit that he used to say. It's like if you growing up, even with his mom, if you growing up and you seeing, you know, powerful black women in your community that you around that's, fighting for their people, that's that it makes you like really understand why he had that side of him that was,
yeah. He was
definitely.
there, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He lived it
Yep.
from inside his womb, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, like Assata even told that story. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? About like when the spot was raided, you know what I'm saying? And Afeni, Pac's mama was there, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And she's pregnant with Pac and how they, you know what I'm saying, try to handle her, you know what I'm saying, with guns, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like Pac was in it before he was even born.
Yep. Yep. That's real shit though, man. So
Yeah, they
like,
need to. No, go ahead.
no, keep your thought, keep it moving.
No, no. I was finna say, like, man, it's like I'm just surprised they ain't like. like one of the R type good lawyers that's out there, like can't bring it to light. You know what I'm saying? Because they everything that's presented, like how you say they shot the trooper.
Trooper.
You know what I'm saying? The autobiography, how they explain it, the way the trooper was shot. Like I'm paraphrasing right now. And it's not word for word. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like if you a right-handed shooter, you know what I'm saying? You shooting it, bam, the trooper got shot with a right-handed shooter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That sounded like say she's left-handed. You know what I'm saying? She can't even use her right hand like that.
Right.
Yeah, like for her not to use the right hand in that aspect, she's not going to get this type of precision. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And she's left-handed. You know what I'm saying? So she can't shoot like this. I think they were saying like she was a little bit smaller, you know what I'm saying, than what it is, you know what I'm saying, with the way the trooper was shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a whole lot of stuff that like they trying to hold against her. You know what I'm saying? That is proven.
hmm And like, and it's crazy how the FBI made her what a
They called her the
terrorist.
mother hen. Yeah, they called her the mother hen of the
They
Black Liberation Army.
they made her a terrorist, and she was a Black Panther first, and then
Yeah.
when what was his name, Hoover,
Huey.
Huey, the president at the time,
Oh no, no, yeah. It
came in.
wasn't
What's his
that
name?
wasn't Huey. That wasn't Huey. It wasn't Roosevelt.
I don't think it was Roosevelt. Let me
Larry
see. Cause
Hoover.
I did not.
Who was
Oh,
after
no, no, no,
Nixon?
no. J. Edgar Hoover. It was J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah.
J. Edgar
I said
Hoover.
Larry I said Larry Hoover.
Yeah.
That's that Chicago
See, but
motherfucker.
yeah. So it was um that nigga said Larry Hoover. And,
That's let that's letting you know one of our kind should have been president. Shit
oh,
should have went
oh,
different.
oh, everything. No, but they even was the ones that destroyed that, and that's when I don't know if the what's that, the BLA.
Black Liberation Army.
Yeah, I don't know if they was already around before the Black Panthers got dismantled, but then she transitioned into that. And they was with the business. They say allegedly, her and some of the members like kidnapped the drug dealer. I don't know the aspects of the story, you know what I'm saying? But if you think about it, maybe it was because he was poisoning the community type shit. You know what I mean? So that's why I say she a rider though. You know what I mean? And like you said, for all the right reasons. And it's not about necessarily about her. It's about her people. It's about, you know, making things equal, and us to being able to provide for ours. You know what I'm saying? And getting the same motherfucking opportunities. And it's
Real talk.
about time. But and it's crazy though, cause all that we still talking about this kind of shit now. Yeah, it's a lot different in some kind of way. It's a lot different now,
They're a
but
lot bolder.
right, right. But it's still like I'm saying, it's a lot different in the aspect of us. Um, I ain't even gonna say having more freedoms, but yeah, in that kind of in that aspect, but just being able to move around a little more. I ain't even gonna say freedom. I'm gonna say being able to move around a little more. You know what I mean?
Cause it's
In
like
society and shit.
I don't know. It's I don't know if I'm kind of get if I'm getting it all the way right. You know what I'm saying? It's like how you saying like is kind of different. Like even in the video, like in the video in the clip that you presented, like how she referred to like how we say our homeboy or our homegirl. You know what I'm saying? She was like her comrades.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that sense of unity, that sense of closeness. It's like a snake, you know what I'm saying? Back then, a rat, you had to like really find and weed that motherfucker out.
On the
You know
real.
what I'm saying? Somebody that's trying to come in and disrupt, you really have to weed that out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the trust factor, you know what I'm saying, of your comrade, of your fellow brother, your fellow sister, you know what I'm saying, was there. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So you moved in a different direction. You walked in a different with a different step.
On the
You know what I'm saying?
real.
Because you know something is finna be done. If something happened, I know somebody has my back. You know what I'm saying? Like truthfully. Not
Right.
that I'm finna walk up inside here and I turn around, oh, these motherfuckers is gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that sense of unity, you know what I'm saying, it's like you have sisters like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You have brothers, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, that was willing to risk their lives, you know what I'm saying, to go and get that sister. Because what if it wasn't successful? You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? They go up in there and try to get the sister up out of there, and it's like all lives lost.
Yep. And they
Even that
pose like
act alone,
visitors.
look, hold up. Even with that act alone, even if it did go that way, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really truly appreciate, you know what I'm saying? It's like not appreciate like, oh, that's what you get, you know what I'm saying? But appreciate the sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, of the statement that is being made. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We got a sister right here, you know what I'm saying, that really like fights and lead. They say, you know what I'm saying, it's like the black woman, that's our strength. You know what I'm saying? We muscle, we'll knock you and do this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
that's our brain right there. And you trying to take our sister away, you know
Yep.
what I'm saying, for those individuals, you know what I'm saying, to even just come up with the thought, I'm finna go up and we finna get her up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at that whole gesture and be like, man, that group of people is way different than the group we got now.
Hey, look, and they went up in there on some slick shit though. You know what I'm saying? They ain't get all rowdy. They went in there like visitors and shit though, and got her up out of there. You know what I mean? But I hope and then they made her a terrorist, the FBI upped the money. I think it's a $2 million reward, you know, for her capture. And it's crazy though, man, that they would even make her a terrorist. It's like when you a terrorist, that means that you're um like can be hazardous to America. Like you can be
Hmm.
someone that causes like um major damage to America type shit though. And that's not her. You know what I'm saying? And
Nowhere near
from
it.
from the from what I've learned about her this last week or whatever, that's not her. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a trip, man, and it's dope that with technology and with social media, it's a lot of these things. It's a lot of this information you can find out. You can look up anybody and find some
Hey,
information.
hey, what you think, like, El, the technology we have now, as far as like the video exchange, things like that, El, that was back then, say in Assata's day,
Cause
Martin Luther King or Malcolm X day.
cause
You know what I'm saying? Do you think we'll be like far advanced and even like more
hell
of a
yeah.
unity?
Hell fucking yeah, man. On everything. Yep.
Man,
I believe that.
it'll be the real Wakanda around this
Yeah,
motherfucker,
for
huh?
sure, for sure. But see, the sad part about it is, you know, they don't want to see, they don't want to see that. That's why a lot of the things was put in place, you know, from slavery to, I mean, you know, in actuality, slavery began just a way to build this motherfucker up. And it turned into what it turned into, you know what I mean? And just moving past that, just just going from that to having to live in society and still not being able, can't drink from this water fountain, can't go in this restaurant, can't sit here and can't go through that. That shit is just it just make you think. And look, and I'm high as fuck though.
Real shit.
Oh, everything though, but it just make you think, man. Like everything that man should be way different, man. If the technology that we have now was then, oh my god, man, it'll be like because it'll be so much information that would really make you think. Because look, think nigga going back like just say when we was fucking 8, 9 and shit like that, right? And this technology was here, and a motherfucker could find out that, you know, it was a black person that did the first successful heart surgery, that it was a black person that created that, invented the street light, that it was a black person that did all kind of shit though, that came up with the peanut butter, and that it was black people, just like the hidden figures, like we talked about before. Niggas didn't know about that shit till a few years ago when the movie came out. It's just so much different information that would have been out there and would have had us with a different sense of pride. I know me, for real, it would have had me like that, and I probably would have been doing something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, it is what it is, and I'm glad now though that it's out there. The information is out there, because we got people up under us that's, if they want to hear that information, it's the information is there for them to get it and understand, and really understand what it was back in the days, because for some people, it will really make you think different about maybe how you live in your life or how you doing shit though. And just being able to be young and see somebody that look like you doing something great, it's a different feeling, because I even learn about stuff now as years been going on, and it makes me feel good to be like, damn, oh, this motherfucker did that. You know what I mean? So I think, with Assata Shakur, it's dope that she put a lot of information out there. It's fucked up. She went through the things that she went through just because she wanted to bring light to the black community, for people to see how we're treated in America in modern day, because that was modern day back then too. You know what I mean? So, and it's just a trip to see that the video we just listened, the audio that we just listened to, that some of the stuff she talking about is still going on now. Because like shit, we in the motherfucking cannabis world and shit, right? So it's still a trip. It's still people incarcerated from marijuana. In some areas people got out, but it's so many different injustices and things that's fucked up with society that, people like Assata Shakur was, putting that shit out there. And I'm definitely gonna spread the news, to people in my circle that I talk to about, Assata Shakur. Like, man, that's dope. I might get the book and let my son read that
autobiography is good.
Yeah.
The autobiography is good. It's a good read. I promise you it is. It ain't like no boring book to where it's like they telling you about their life and they telling you just a boring story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Their little stories is like neat. You know what I'm saying? It's like it'll make you be like, man, I can relate to that.
Shit, I'm gonna say shout out to Assata Shakur. You know what I mean? And
shout out to Assata Shakur.
For sure. So like we said, Black History Month passed, but we still gonna be highlighting different people and talking about different people in black that's black and that has contributed to the black community, or whether it's spreading information or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So that's what we own for the rest of the year and even past that and beyond that though. So we definitely want y'all to check us out on the website. We got different merch up there. And like I said, check out Kush Stock. April 9th, it's going down, in Adelanto. I think it's from 12 to 10 or something like that. So, we might be in the house, we might not, but that shit is gonna be fucking cracking. You know what I mean? And crack-a-lacking. So check out the Best Way to Smoke podcast. I'm Big J.
Serpo Jr. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend about the Best Way to Smoke.
Best way. Tupac.
Act like OG cuz gotta keep the bag, stay re-enough. Try and make it last, but can't get enough. Can't get enough of that Bob Marley. Turn everything into a cool party. You ain't put in on it, I'm so sorry. Won't be puffin' unless it's your party. It's Compton wave, I'm so gnarly. Smoke is loud as a new Harley. Back to the future like a young Marty. I keep them beats like a young Marty. Cause I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't